back, YouTube. Today we're doing a vlog on a 5-litre V8 Mustang, and it's not any normal day for me because for one, it's a girl driving, for two, it's a rear-wheel drive 5-litre V8. I'm just praying that everything goes okay. Let me know what you think of this video in the comments, guys. Have a look at this. Hi Angel, thanks for coming on my channel. So, we've got a bit of a beast here.
Yes.
Yeah? How long have you owned the car for?
Coming to around probably 8-9 months.
8-9 months. Is it standard? Has it got anything done to it? Or?
I haven't done anything yet to it. I do have plans for it, but at the moment it's standard.
Fair enough. It looks nice though. It's really nice and clean. Are the wheels, brakes, everything all standard on the car then, yeah?
Yeah, everything. Well, we put Brembo brakes on. The alloys are standard.
So I said uprated calipers on it then?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was going to say they look quite big. So what are you looking to do to it? Are you looking to tune it, as in like more brake horsepower and stuff, or? Yeah,
I do have plans. I want to do the exhaust first to it. I don't know if I want to. I don't know. I'm getting ideas of supercharging it, but
yeah,
I don't know if it's suitable for UK roads, if that makes sense.
Yeah, well, it's a lot of power for the rear wheels. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
so.
True.
What sort? Do you know what sort of power they make supercharged, or is it just a rough
sort? It's around 800 bhp if I'm correct. Right now I'm running 410. 410
they are, yeah. So it's still quite a lot of power from a stock car. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, so it's a lot difference to. It's not much of a difference compared to like a C63 AMG, considering it's only a 5-litre as well.
Yes, 5-litre V8, 32 valves.
Yeah. So does it drink fuel?
Yeah, I'm pretty much at the petrol station. I should start owning a petrol station. That's what we decided.
Yeah, that's it, innit? You get friendly with the people that actually work there because you're there all the time, innit? Yeah, no. What do you know? What sort of tyres are you running on the back? Are they? They're
19. So the front and back ones are different tyre sizes, but they're both 19s.
Okay, so it's like staggered. It's a bit wider on the back. I'm taking it.
Yeah, definitely.
What brand are they? Are they just?
So I've got Pirellis at the front.
Yeah.
I've got standard ones at the back, extra. Well, I do tend to do quite a lot of burnouts, so at the moment I've just got kind of whatever I can burn with.
Yeah.
But normally I go for Pirellis.
Well, you find anyway. Obviously, Michelin PS4Ss, what I've owned on, say, my C63 AMG. Yeah. I used to do burnouts and stuff, and they just shred through them. So it's not worth spending £470 for two tyres when they do the same with budgets on the back, basically.
True.
If you're only going to burn them out anyway, it's pretty pointless, isn't it?
Yeah, no, that's definitely true.
But
what
yeah.
do you think of the Mustangs then?
Yeah, well, to tell you the truth, I've never been in one. This is going to be the first time I've ever been a passenger with a female.
Hey.
And it's going to be the first time I've ever been in a Mustang. So
it's a good experience.
It's good experience, hopefully. But yeah, we'll go for a little drive and I'll give my honest review.
There we go.
Hope you guys like it. Let's go.
Ready?
Let's take me out in this base. Let me put my belt on.
Safety first.
That's it. So you were saying, how long have you had the car for then? 6 to 9 months?
Yes, around 9 months now.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's been great fun.
So the only bad thing is burning through tyres. I'm taking it.
Yes, and when it decides to spin out.
So what is it? horrific on fuel as a lot of people say of these V8s?
It does drink a lot, especially obviously if you're doing burnouts and revving it up and down, but it's good for an average car if you've kind of got the funds to cope with the fuel, if that makes sense.
And it's not even that as well. Obviously maintenance on discs, brakes, obviously tyres and so on.
Yeah, no, definitely.
It's not just fuel and tyres, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, no.
Servicing the car regularly.
Yeah, making sure the oil especially, and make sure that's topped up.
Do you change the oil often, or is it more?
I've actually got a message to change the oil.
Is it?
Yeah, so I need to get it into Ford Specialist ASAP.
Yeah, change it, definitely. So, how you looking to keep it long? Like, obviously, as we said before, tune it and stuff, or is it more of a quick swap over?
No, so it's actually my dream car. Yeah, so I had a Golf before this, and then I thought, you know what, it's time to actually get the dream car that you want. So I decided to get it.
Well, that's good then. At least you've actually went and got your dream car. Not many people can go and get their dream car. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's true. Yeah. What's your thoughts now?
No, from being out in the car, obviously, like I said earlier, it's the first Mustang I've ever been in, and it's the first time I've been a passenger with a female. So it's like it's one of them ones where I think it's because it's a manual as well, and I've been quite used to automatics. Obviously, the cars I've been in them myself. It's very progressive, first, second, and third, but then it's like it opens up hard, fourth, fifth, and sixth. Yeah. So it's totally different experience to other cars I've been in, but I'm guessing this weighs quite a lot as well. Do you know what it roughly weighs? It's got to be the 1800 ton mark.
Yeah, I think so. I'm not actually completely sure.
It's got to be around that, I'd say, definitely. Yeah. So you're gonna go on track on it or anything? I know they're like tail happy, but is it more just like a show car? And
no, I do definitely want to take it on track. I want to check on the dyno first, see what I'm actually getting, because roughly it says it's around 416, 410 bhp, something like that. But it will be good to know what it's actually pushing.
Yeah, well, in this day and age, dyno figures can vary so much. So to say, for instance, you could go to one dyno and it could say 390 brake horsepower. Yeah. You could go to another dyno and it could say 425 brake horsepower.
Yeah, it's true.
So in this day and age, people are going by draggy.
Yeah.
So it's go down there if you want. Sorry. But yeah, most people are going by draggy. So it's like it can't lie because it's done by a satellite. Yeah. And it measures your 100 to 200.
Okay.
They get like a rough figure, obviously, how fast your car gets there.
Yeah.
So that's what, I don't know if you've ever heard of it before. Some people haven't heard of it. It's not really their thing. But yeah, most people do still go to get a dyno just to see a rough figure of what it actually is.
Yeah. Would you ever get one?
What?
A Mustang?
Well, to tell you the truth, coming from my C63 AMG, I think they sort of have like a little battle in America and places like that.
Yeah.
Some people get the AMG, some people get the Mustangs. But coming from my C63, say, I'd say the inside, I'd say is roughly the same. Okay. Not as in looks, but how I would like the car.
Yeah, everyone has their preference.
Yeah, like, so for instance, you might not like the C63 inside, but you might love this. But me being honest, I'd say there's better things in this, but there's better things in the Mercedes.
Yeah, it's true.
So the inside's 50-50. Power-wise, no, it ain't as quick as the C63 AMG. True. But then again, it's manual.
And you've got more stability kind of going around corners and stuff on a C63 than on a Mustang.
Yeah. And obviously, again, the C63 has more power. It's a bigger litre engine, so it's a totally different car, to tell you the truth. But the outside, I reckon, like you said, when you're going to get an exhaust system and stuff. But if you're talking stock for stock, because obviously this is a coupe.
Yeah.
So would I don't know, it's a hard one. I wouldn't say the C63 coupe looks better than this, but I wouldn't say this looks better than the C63 coupe.
But it's a bit like when you have the C63 and a Mustang, it tends to be the Mustang gets more of the attention than the C63.
Yeah.
Only until the C63 starts revving.
Yeah.
That's when it goes wild, because it has more of that. The more of the growl on
thunder
that.
sound, like. But again, it's a hard one because these actually do look stunning.
Yeah.
And this is a nice colour combination you've got.
Yeah.
So I've seen others, and like for instance like a blue one,
Yeah.
and I wouldn't go for a blue one, but the white one with like the black stripes, they are black, aren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah, the white one with the black stripes and so on. No, it looks
So the
nice.
stripes are actually decals, so they can come off. They're not factory painted on.
So they're just stuck on them.
They're just stuck on, kind of. Yeah, but I do like the gradient that it has on it.
Can I turn
unique.
this light on just
Yeah,
in
sure.
case? Sorry if it's been a bit dark.
that's
I've turned the lights
It's
on now,
okay.
so hopefully it's a bit better for the viewers. Yeah, there's a few speed bumps down this way, but yeah. But no, the outside's nice, the inside's nice. Obviously, I weren't expecting the fuel to be the greatest, being a V8 and obviously a
Yeah.
5 litre. But have you got anything bad you think about the car? Because you've owned it for 9 months, you could give it.
So I have actually spun out on the car twice. One was at a light, went in second gear, and I don't know what happened. It literally just spun out on me. This is when the first week I got it at the middle of the traffic lights. I did a 180.
Oh, it just spun on the lights?
Yeah, it just spun on the lights.
Did you feel embarrassed?
I was a bit like, I hope I haven't clipped a curb, but I was fine.
Oh,
Everyone was just kind of shocked on what happened. The other time was when I was racing, I think there was an Audi, and I overtook him, undercut him, and then the car was like, I'm not letting you win this race.
Obviously on a private road and all
Yes,
that.
definitely. And yeah, it just kind of spun out on me, and it's easy to correct it. It's just when it spuns out, you should just let everything go.
Yeah.
Just don't hold on to the steering wheel. Don't try and recorrect it. Just let it spin out and do whatever it's doing.
Well, it's good because I've never been in one of these cars. That's why I like to ask the owners what they think.
Yeah.
Like yourself, you've had it 9 months. You can give a good enough sort of your side on it.
Yeah, it's
Do you
true.
know what I mean?
Yeah, everyone handles cars differently, but mine was the spinning out, especially if you've got bald tires and it's raining. Don't even bother taking the car out, not even a Mustang. Do not take Mustang out of the drive. Just leave it there, let the rain go finish, and then you kind of take it out.
So it's just two tail happy then, basically.
Definitely.
Is that the only sort of bad things you can say about the car?
I think that's kind of main thing. It is a really fun car to drive. You know, it's really eye-catchy, and especially when I'm driving as a female driver, it tends to catch a lot of eyes.
Yeah.
It is really fun.
Well, you wouldn't really expect a female.
Yeah.
I'm not saying females can't drive or whatever, but you wouldn't really expect a female to be in a 5 litre V8 Mustang, would you? In fairness,
True.
I'm not saying what you should expect them in, but you wouldn't really think
it's
of
not
one.
rare.
Yeah, it's quite rare to.
But no, it's definitely a fun car to have.
So you said that you obviously had the big brake kit fitted. Did
Yeah.
you notice a big difference in the braking?
Oh,
or was-
definitely. Yeah,
You
it's just
can
stopping
turn right here,
distance.
like a bit further up.
Just stopping distance, obviously, you kind of got that security in a sense, because if it spins out, you don't have to. You've got that brake there.
Yeah. Well, there you go. And it's not just that as well. Obviously, if you are doing 70 miles per hour
Yeah.
and you need to put your brakes on, do you know what they was before? Was they like 4 pots and now you've put them to 6 pots, or?
No, not that I'm entirely sure.
No.
There's a bit of a Nina Beaver.
Getting overtook by a Fiesta and all that?
Yeah, literally. Okay, now the Golf wants it. Let's go, Golf. Not really getting far now, are you, love?
Oh, well, the Golf's trying to overtake
Yeah.
as well. You can turn right here anyway. I don't really want to be, after you saying that you've slid out twice and all that, I don't really want to be in a ditch and like, yeah.
No.
No, I'm joking. But yeah, no, the car, like my review on the car, like the feel of it and stuff, it's not really like, it's quite a smooth ride. Even like, we're going through a bumpy ride now, guys, like a road, sorry. And like, it's really smooth. And like, as you can see, it's not chucking me around. Normally on other videos I've done, you can see like my tits going everywhere.
We can if you really want to.
No.
You ready?
Yeah, see what I mean when you go up. Oh, see what I mean when you go up a gear, like into 4th gear. Then
Yeah.
How instantly you feel so
feel-
much more power.
Yeah, it's true.
Is that, do you reckon that's the thing what Mustang have done, or is it limited, or like?
It's not limited. I mean, the main thing with Mustangs is the quicker you go up in gears, the car tends to kind of start sliding a little bit, especially when you go in a corner.
Yeah.
The front wheels just have a mind of their own, and obviously you've got factory LSD, so it will do, obviously it's made for drifting initially, but it kind of thinks, yeah, let's go for a little mini drift. And
so do these come in like different specs? Obviously, like a C63 AMG, you get like a, just a quick, for instance, you get like a normal C6.3, 6.2
Yes.
AMG, and then you get like the performance pack, and
So
then you
you've
get the
got-
507. Do you know if it's just all the same? They all come standard with a differential, or?
not too sure, but I know I was looking at Shadow Edition, but they didn't. So they have the Shadow Edition, and the GT.
Yeah.
Getting all my words mixed up today. I've done it the whole day. But the only difference was kind of like the front splitters. They had extra grills and stuff, and the way the facelift was. But
Yeah.
I don't know. I didn't see much of a difference, so I thought I'm better off. But I know the LSD is factory on majority of them. Not 100% sure which ones.
Yeah, that's alright then.
Yeah.
So do they all just basically come with 19-inch wheels, 4-pot calipers on the front and so on, or do you, going back to like different spec ones, can you get ones with like 20-inch wheels or big brake kit as standard and stuff like that, or is it not really like that?
I mean, you can if you want to. I've seen another one that was factory standard and at 18-inch alloys.
Oh,
Mine are
and
19.
so smaller then.
Yeah, so I've not actually I've met a couple of Mustang owners, but not actually had that chat with them yet, if that
Yeah.
makes sense. I'm still so new in the Mustang world.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I'm trying to ask different questions for the viewers at home what might not know, and even myself. Like I said, I've never been in a Mustang, so
Yeah.
you telling me things, you know more about this car than what I do.
Yeah, sure.
Because I've never been in one, and I've never reviewed or nothing.
No, that's true. Like what I've noticed is that you've got loads of same Mustangs. So it's really hard to explain, but my road tax is a lot more cheaper than the exact same one with the same year. But for some reason, that road tax is much more higher.
Yeah.
So it will say it's got 410 bhp, when then mine would say I've got 416 bhp. So I don't know why they vary so much,
Yeah,
or a
it's a
little
bit-
bit, but it's still got a difference on
It's a bit
them.
weird, isn't it? Why
Yeah.
they'll do that.
Because it's American, especially when they kind of swapped it around to a right-hand drive. They changed the steering wheel, but they didn't bother changing the handbrake. So the handbrake's still on the left side. So this
Oh,
is why
yeah.
you've got the cup holders on the right side.
Yeah, I've noticed that when we got in the car. Like,
Yeah.
you put your hand there, I was like, what's going on here?
I literally have to tell my passenger, please put the handbrake down for me,
Yeah.
because it's just so far away.
Yeah, it is. I didn't even think of that, to tell you the truth.
Yeah.
But no, the car drives nice. It's pokey. I wouldn't say it's the fastest car, obviously,
Yeah.
I've been in, like, or reviewed, shall I say. But it's got a complete different power delivery. I know I've said it about 4 times, but first, second and third
Has the most.
feels like they've got like to restrict it for the
Yeah.
gearbox or something. I don't know. But then 4th, 5th and 6th,
You can just pull it through.
the difference is that's how I would like this car personally
Yeah.
to be in first, second and third.
Yeah, it's true. But I feel like the first, because it's the power of the car, as soon as you put in first, second and third, it will just spin out.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
I fully understand if that had that power low down having a diff. Because if it had an open diff, for some weird reason, I've been in a couple of cars now with an open diff and like a diff in it, for instance.
Right.
So when I've been in them, the open diff seems to go in a straight line more, even though the wheel's spinning.
Yeah.
But when you've got a diff on it, the back end just kicks out everywhere.
Oh wow.
So you need to know what you're doing when a car comes with a differential, do you know what
Yeah,
I mean?
it's true. I don't think I've had that full experience with that car. I haven't managed to go to a field or hire out a field and kind of just rags it about to know what it can take and what it can't take. I would love to do that.
Yeah.
But I just haven't had that chance. I've taken it to, so there was a small music video and we were allowed to go there on a private land and kind of, rags it out and do line locks and stuff like that.
Just to get more of a feel of drifting
Yeah.
the car and getting to know it.
Yeah, but I do need to kind of practice my drifting skills because I don't want to kill in a crowd yet. Not yet.
Yeah, innit? Imagine that. You go and drift and end up wiping about 20 people out. But no, I don't know really what else to say about the car really. The interior's nice, the outside of the car's nice. I can see all like the lights you've got going on in here.
So it's got ambient lighting and you can change it different colours.
Oh, is that standard then?
That's standard.
Because I remember you said earlier you actually do light work and stuff like that. Yeah,
that's just because I had a Golf before. We used to do our own ambient lightings and spraying calipers and stuff. We just did it on our own.
Yeah.
But yeah, this comes with factory ambient lighting with different colours.
Yeah. So there again, that's better than my previous car.
Yeah.
You don't get none of that. What year is this, sorry?
2017.
Yeah. So it's quite new then, I suppose. It's not old.
No, I got it with 10,000 on the clock. It was a really old gentleman's car, and he got it as a present from his daughter, I think. And he gave it in to Ford to get a different car because he just didn't think it was convenient for him in a sense.
Yeah. So what's the mileage on now?
So the mileage is on 14,000.
14?
Yes.
So it's basically brand new then.
Basically, yeah.
Well, at least you know if you service it
and
how you should and look after it, you shouldn't really have no problems. Is there any, how do I say it? Is there any like bad things, what people say, like common problems, what happened with these? Or?
So what I've been told so far is to upgrade the suspension to a performance one because it just has that more stability when going around corners.
Yeah.
Because I was planning to get air ride, and the gentleman at one of the Empire festivals said, do not get that because you will end up just kind of popping the bags and just destroying it, and it's just not worth it.
Yeah, no, I know what you're saying, and it's not that as well. Some air rides you can put on your car. I've seen it on like the YouTube videos and so on. They'll go and get their air ride fitted, but then they'll try and take corners fast. And air ride's more for show and shine.
Yeah, show and shine, definitely.
So it's not really, and you don't seem, well, I don't know, are you that type of person? Are you more show and shine or more?
I tend to do more burnouts at meets than anything else. But yeah, it does depend. It depends on what my tire levels are on. If I've got enough thread, then I'll kind of just do loads of burnouts. But if I don't, just park it up and look pretty.
Yeah. What I noticed, I know I keep on bringing up my previous cars and so on, but when we was talking earlier, when we was doing the little interview bit outside the car, when I said to you about PS4S's on the back. See, this is the thing, when you've got this type of car and like you said that you love doing burnouts, you would be stupid to go and buy premium tyres. You're better off buying cheap budget tyres, and when you're doing your burnouts, you can go that way. When you're doing burnouts, you know when you burn through them, it's only going to cost you like £40–50 a tyre instead of £280 a tyre. So
what I tend to do is, if I know I'm going on a long journey, so I've already got a set of Pirellis at home, I'll just go to our general tyre guy and tell him, can you put these on? But then if I'm doing more in-town driving, I mean, it's what people say, having good tyres mean you've got that security, or you've got that kind of hold on the ground, if that makes sense.
It's stickier.
Yeah.
It holds to the road better. That's what you're basically saying.
I tend to have a spare set at home, so when I go long drives, I know that I've got to change my tyres before I go away. Like Empire, we had tyres on the side, changed them before I went to Empire because I knew I wasn't going to do any burnouts. But any local meets, I'll just kind of have the rubbish ones on and just go and do burnouts.
Yeah, that's it. Well, I'm guessing you're quite known in the car meets then, because like we both said, when do you ever see a girl driving a 5-litre V8 Mustang?
Yeah.
So you must have a lot of people that know, look, there's Angel in the...
Sometimes you're like, I just want to put my windows up and just be invisible. But then, like, it's good to kind of be recognised as a female car enthusiastic. Like,
you don't get a lot though, do you, to be fair? Like, you get, in the car scene, what I've seen, say, you normally get more girls posing to get pictures taken of them in their little skimpy little outfits and stuff.
See, this is where it's kind of generalised. I know so many car girls with such interesting cars, but they're not as much as, like, they're not confident
enough to go and get one, like.
No, it's not. I think they don't get kind of spoken about the most. There are many car girls that are, so you got even biker girls.
Yeah.
And they're not spoken about as much as they are with the girls that are obviously being models for the cars.
Oh, yeah, that's what you meant. So
Yeah.
it's like, what you're basically saying is girls what are into cars like you are not going to be as well known as a girl basically bent over in front of a car, basically.
Yeah, unfortunately, that's the world we live in.
Yeah, well, that's how it is in this day and age, and that's another thing as well. What I wanted to say in this video, just a little bit about sort of myself. I'm not one of them people what review cars and how other YouTubers do, and say for instance you put your foot down and I'm like, oh my god, this is so fast.
Yeah.
Like I'm not a liar, so if I get in a car and you do see me go like slow down, mate, like that's showing like the car is seriously fast. But I'm just not a liar, I'm a genuine person, so like some people might not like, but then again it is my opinion.
But even when I first pulled up to you, really sweet, really welcoming. Obviously we didn't know each other before.
We've never met.
Never met ever. But it just made me feel comfortable doing it, and I could trust you in my car. If that makes sense. As a female driver,
exactly.
Getting a random stranger in your car, you just kind of get a bit wary, but you made it so comfortable. Obviously, you helped me out what kind of stuff you will be asking. It's been a good experience, and I would recommend other people to kind of drop you a message and say, this is what I've got, would you be interested in doing a video?
Yeah, no, thanks for that, I appreciate that, man. But yeah, do you want to say any of your socials or anything, and I can put it in the description?
Sure. So I have my Instagram's an66elx. I've also started a baddie YouTube video, which will be just about our glimpse of into our girls' life, me and my friend Maria and Rosh, and it will just be girls working on cars, going to little meets here and there, but yeah, that's literally it. Yeah.
Alright, well thanks for coming on the channel again.
Thank you for having me.
If you like this video, guys, please remember to like, share and subscribe, and you'll see some more content soon. Thanks. Bye.